Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Noble Creation TV back to you with another video. And basically, what I want to do is I want to talk a little bit about the draft and a little bit about the situation with the running backs and what do you think about it? Leave it in the comments. What you think about what will transpire on April 26th in the first round for the Detroit Lions. But basically, guys, what I want to talk about today is a thing that's not being talked about, and it's like the NFL pick and select the guys that they want to feature and the guys they want to talk about the most. So the two running backs that have been getting talked about the most is Darius Geis and Saquon Barkley. And the rest of the guys who are very talented themselves have not really been talked about a lot. You know, like Kalen Balaj running a 4.4 at the combine is not being talked about. Rashard Penny running a 4.4 at the combine is not being talked about. But the spotlight is on Saquon Barkley and on Darius Geis, and rightfully so. But definitely, there's a lot of talent in this draft class, man. With running backs, you don't really know who's going to be the star running back until the day that these guys put on the pads and they get out on the field and they display their talent. Now, the biggest thing that I know about the Lions is that this year has to be different from all the other years that we drafted, because this year you're going to have to draft guys that are impact players, guys that's going to make a difference on this team. Yes, there needs to be competition for that running back spot. I don't think that spot just should be given to anybody. It should be these guys should work for that spot, and whoever wins the starting job should be the starter. Now, I don't know if the Lions are going to trade Amir Abdullah or whatever they're going to do, because it sounds like he's going to be with the Lions another season from hearing the interviews with Bob Quinn. Looks like Amir will be with the Lions again. And I just think that the team needs a changing of the guard, where you bring in somebody that's going to be a stud at running back. And we have not found that guy yet. I don't know if it's Tion Green yet. There's still a lot of question marks on Tion Green. But what I do know is that he's talented. And yes, the Lions do need to bring in a rookie running back to give these guys competition. I don't know what they're going to do with Theo Riddick, as well as Zach Zenner, or even Dwayne Washington, because there's so many running backs on this team. But the Lions are going to have to do their homeworks this year, and they're going to have to get some guys on this team that's going to be meaningful and some guys that will be impactful to this team. Because the Detroit Lions, I mean, I'm listening to other people that I've even had conversations with. They like, man, the Lions are only a few pieces away from being a contending team. And I told those guys, like, you know, yeah, you're right. You're right. The Lions are a few pieces away from contending, but it has to be the right pieces. And the Lions need that feature back. They have not had that since Barry Sanders, man, and we need it this year. It's a must that we get the best running back that we possibly can get, whether it be Geis, whether it be Penny, whether it be Balaj, whether it be Sony Michel, or whoever. So hopefully the Lions will do their homework and do their due diligence and get the player that they need to have on this team, because we need impact players not only on offense, guys. We also need impact players on defense as well. So I'm hoping that the Detroit Lions will do their homework, that they will study these running backs out, you know, because the combine, it don't really mean anything. You know, it's just these guys getting their measurements taken and seeing how fast they are. But once they put on the pads and they start catching under the backfield and they start running and start doing the things that really matters, then you're going to see where these guys stand. And I just don't understand why a guy like Rashard Penny, who rushed over 2,000 something yards, is being overlooked. And they're saying because of the competition. It doesn't matter about the competition, because these guys are all in college football. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If you can play football, you can play football. So hopefully Detroit Lions will do the homework. They will get the best possible player that they can get at the position that they need to have. And the Lions know that they need a running back. So I'm saying, Detroit Lions, if you hear me, if anybody's listening to this, please pick the running back at 20. Please get a running back at 20. because you need somebody. You want to be able to have the guy that you say you want, and the guy that you select, and the guy that's going to be a juggernaut for this team in the future. Matthew Stafford needs help. He can't throw the ball 40 and 50 times and think that he's going to be successful, because teams have they have studied us enough on film to understand that they're not going to keep letting Matthew Stafford have these come behind victories. So hopefully, guys, the Lions will do what they need to do as far as getting the right players and drafting well and finding the missing pieces, whether that be via free agency or finding the right players in the draft. So you guys, I'm definitely looking for the Lions to have a good draft this year. And the draft takes place on April 26th. So stay glued to your TVs and tune in. But Lions, please get the game changer at running back. It's time. It's been time. So you guys leave it in the comments what you think the Lions should do with the 20th pick. And I'll be back to you soon with another video. This is Noble Creation TV. Peace.